Hello, welcome to this edition of Fifth Quarter. I'm Kirsten LaRue.
And I'm Maya Patton. In this edition, we take a look into spring sports.
We also sit down with one LSHS coach after a historic milestone.
All this and more on this edition of Fifth Quarter.
The Lady Tigers take on Blue Springs at the Melanie Grace game. Reporter Braden Weeks gives us the takedown.
The Lee Summit Tigers kicked off against the Blue Springs Wildcats on April 16th for their Melanie Grace benefit game. Izzy Shackelford would get the Tigers off to a great start, striking back-to-back goals to open up scoring in the first minute. Later on, Kayla Deaver would finish a third chance for the Tigers. Shackelford would burn past Blue Springs' Kayla Lightfoot. Unfortunately, the chance would fizzle out as the Tigers stroll into halftime up 3-0. The second half would be dominated by the Tigers as Deaver would hit the net for the second time. Blue Springs would try to cut the gap but would be unable to produce. And as if 4 goals weren't enough, Kaylee Bellamy would loft the ball right over Desiree Barajas, making it 5-0 as the Tigers would easily come away with the win. Signing off for Fifth Quarter, I'm Braden Weeks.
This year was the 11th annual Melanie Grace soccer game. Kirsten LaRue gives us a more in-depth meaning of what the game really is.
On Monday, April 16th, girls soccer hosted the annual Melanie Grace game against Blue Springs to raise money for cancer awareness. Every year, the soccer team carefully selects a local individual to be recognized at the Melanie Grace game. This individual also receives the donated money for the type of cancer that they have. This year's selected individual was Andrew. Andrew has melanoma skin cancer and has been and still is battling with it. Andrew has a passion for soccer and continues to be an advocate for ways to protect others against skin cancer. To show their support for Andrew and all of the others battling with cancer, the Lady Tigers win this game 5-0. Reporting for Fifth Quarter, I'm Kirsten LaRue. Reporters Maya Patton and Gavin Curlis go around the school asking your fellow classmates who they truly look up to in sports.
Someone that I really look up to is Neymar.
Caleb Dressel.
Back then, Michael Phelps was definitely my role model.
Jack Sock.
Jordan Spieth. Tony Gonzalez.
Jenny Finch.
Somebody I really look up to is Earl Campbell.
I'd say my role model in the sport of volleyball is Kerry Walsh-Jennings.
Because he's really good at foot skills and it's just fun to watch.
Because he's from Kansas City and got gold in the Olympics last year for mixed doubles.
She has an organization to help kids in lower income areas learn how to play softball.
He can swim almost anything and everything that his coach throws at him, and he will do amazing.
I love there's a clip somewhere of him where he gets his jersey ripped off running through the line. He was the entire Oilers offense.
His ability to persevere under stress and win so many gold medals for the U.S. was just mind-blowing to me.
I would like to be like her, yes.
Last year, the baseball team made a run all the way to the Final Four. This year, they've carried that hot streak into the 2018 season. Reporter Clayton Couch and Mike Smith sit down with Coach Melody in a new segment called Coach and Couch.
First question. All right, first question is, did you do baseball in high school, and what was that experience like for you?
I played 3 years of baseball at Lake South High School. It was a lot of fun. We had some very good team success. We got a 4th state finish and a 2nd state finish of those 3 years. And I still have lifelong friends that I can communicate with just about weekly with guys that I played with in high school.
All right, coming off that experience, the good experiences you got in your high school team, what really sticks out to you with this varsity team?
This team is extremely close. They play for each other. I don't have to give a lot of fire 'em up speeches. I just tell them about the opponent that we're playing, and they take it from there. They are determined to win every game, and they will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
All right, so it's kind of cool that this was the group that you hit your 200th coaching with. Could you tell us about how it felt?
Well, it was weird. I didn't think about it much during the game until about the 7th inning when we had the lead, and then I remembered. But it was very nice of the kids to give me the ball after the game. Wasn't totally sure how many of them knew about it. but it really was a good, special group. These kids are friends, and I hope they carry that on for the rest of their life. It's just something that they can say they were a part of as well.
Lee Summit High School is full of talented athletes. The boys and girls track team show off some of that amazing talent. The boys, led by Micah Manning, Johnny Brackens, and one of the best pole vaulters in the country, Casey Lightfoot, and the girls, led by pole vaulter Brooke Day and thrower Ashlyn Cook. Reporter Austin Smith gives us a recap of the historic Gary Parker Invitational.
Your Lee Summit track team showed out at the Gary Parker meet at Blue Springs High School. What looked like a good second place finish for the girls 4x100 actually ended in a DQ due to a faulty exchange. Senior Gavin Crowes throws for 43 feet in his first year doing shot put. Senior and Baylor University commit Casey Lightfoot clears the pole to take first place. Freshman Johnny Brackens takes silver medal in the triple jump while also tying the school record. Lightfoot flies into second place in the nation, clearing an 18-foot 3-inch bar. Signing off for fifth quarter, I'm Austin Smith.
Senior Jackson McGuire from boys golf is looking to make a run at state this year. Reporter Josh Walker gives us a recap on how McGuire and the rest of the boys have done so far.
Lee Summit High School's golf team traveled to Old Kinderhooks Golf Course to tee off in the Camden 10 tournament on April 11th. LSHS placed 10th out of 26 teams with a leading score of 82 by Jackson McGuire. On April 13th, LSHS played in the LSHS Liberty and Liberty North Triangular and placed second with the help of Ryan Mears and his 40 points. Signing off for fifth quarter, this is Josh Walker.
Reporter Kyle Creason gives us a look on how Ethan Henry and the rest of the boys tennis team is crushing through the season. They will take on Liberty at home tomorrow. But let's go back to the Blue Springs South match and see how they did.
April 10th in this home conference matchup, Lee Summit High School's varsity tennis team will battle against Blue Springs South High School. To start out the Tigers, Hunter and Colton Hess would double up to play against their opponents, Patterson Felice and Spencer Jorgensen. With a hard-fought victory, Hunter and Colton Hess would defeat their opponents with a score of 8-4. Jake Brown and Ethan Henry would also double up to face their opponents Chase Klossner and Wyatt Walker, defeating their opponents with flying colors as they finished the score with 8-0. The Tigers would win this matchup with a final score of 5-4. Signing off for fifth quarter, I'm Kyle Creason.
Good afternoon, Tigers. I'm Cam Brigham. Welcome back to this edition of Tiger Weather. The weather's been pretty unsure lately, but that's about to change. Today will be mostly sunny with a high of 66, and later tonight it will get cloudier with a high of 50 degrees. As for the surrounding cities, Kansas City will have a high of 64 and Olathe 63. Now, the week is about to get really warm, Saturday being the warmest with a high of 78 and possible thunderstorms that night. Thank you for watching this edition of Tiger Weather. Signing off, I'm Cam Brigham.
With the school year and the 2018 season coming to an end, we take a look at some of the best highlights of the year.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through?
Thank you for watching this edition of Fifth Quarter. For sports packages and more, go to www.tigerbroadcast.com.
Also follow us on Twitter at SportsTBTV8. Signing out for Fifth Quarter for the last time this year, I'm Kirsten LaRue.
And I'm Maya Patton.